Some
Just have a
spotted dick.
food.
You guys want to try some spotted dick?
Sparkles, 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 sparkles. Say my name.
Can you handle that?
Oh my!
It's gonna be you like.
That'd be about right.
I don't know. Is it doing?
And
something?
I think we're recording.
Turn
Yeah.
it off for 10 seconds.
5, 6, 7. It's counting, so
It's doing something.
it's doing something. So I think we're
All right. Well,
here.
if you haven't heard by the two people talking, it's the only two people here right now.
Fucking slackers.
I know.
One's supposed to be here. One gave us a heads up.
That's true. That's true.
His mother called and you know said that he could be he has like a dentist appointment, so
Aw.
he couldn't make it. So he's got a pass.
Mommy called.
Mommy called, yeah. So he's excused. He's gonna
Okay,
excuse
okay.
absence today. The other one, he's tardy. I mean,
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing.
yeah, supposedly work, but probably not. Huh?
No. Really? You think so?
You think he works while he drives?
I guess it is, 4:00, so he probably is still working.
Yeah.
He probably doesn't adjust his hours like I do.
Yeah. So do you work earlier today? You just kinda
Earlier
like,
and through lunch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then be done at
Try to be done.
3:30 or something.
Obviously, I have 18 messages. And that was just driving from the house here. All of a sudden, it was just getting blown up. I'm like, nope, not
You should
doing
have had
that.
her drive so you could just answer phone calls.
I try to, but she is
She just doesn't like driving, huh?
adamant when she doesn't have to, she's not going to.
Well, her generation's going to be the first to like be in the fully automation.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go. Did you see the Google's one of the head of AI back in the 70s? One of the first, the pioneers
Yeah.
of AI back in the 70s was hired. No, excuse me. He created a company. I'm not quite sure the company's name, but it's affiliated with AI and AI tech.
Yep.
And then Google bought his company in like 2012. And
Okay.
now he's always been with Google since then.
Yeah.
Higher up, and he just left because of how scared he is for Google and how aggressive, and they're not looking at safety and anything. They're just pushing
no.
forward to be the best of the best.
Nobody is.
Yeah, no one. I mean, we let the floodgates open, so it's like, well, here we go.
Well,
You can't
what-
really regulate it after it's open.
Here's the thing is what we see in the public view, and I'm assuming, and I don't think I have to assume, but you being from the military, there was stuff that happened way before the public even got wind of it.
Oh, yeah.
So how far is
Oh.
AI
Actually,
really?
Yeah.
Because military and defense is probably using that as a war thing to hack, get into.
He did say that one of his top issues was basically the automated soldier,
Right.
fully, that would look more like a Terminator style. Absolutely. You'd
That's
see
the way we're going. I mean, once AI takes over everything we can do in a day to day. Hell, I had actually not today. It was yesterday when myself and the other pre-sales engineer was on a call. I had a guy using ChatGPT to look up programming code for something we were trying to figure out. And I was just like, well, there goes my job. It's slowly dwindling down now. But I go, yeah, all these applications, they said that lawyers would be some of the first ones to get taken out because the fact that it can pull from all these different sources and keep it straight.
Yeah.
It's not like human memory where all of a sudden we forget. It's
well, with law, that's actually a pretty good one because it's all it's white and black. There's no gray in law, really, to a certain degree, and then
depends if you're getting kickbacks or not.
if because I mean, a good lawyer, all they do is study, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Study law. So
I know.
AI lawyers, baby.
And it's like it goes into that next iteration is, okay, humans are going to have to integrate with machines to keep up?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think we'll see that. Where like we look at a non-human as a humanoid, as something
Right.
like its own person or identity. I don't think we'll see that. I think we'll look at it as like a vacuum or a car or just like a supporting role.
You don't
to
think AI
human.
will ever find its way out of the confines?
I don't know how you can. I know that people say that that can be a thing, but because as a coder, you code the structure, so you can dictate how.
Yes.
There could be no lines that are crossed if you code it correctly.
But what
So
if you give it its own ability to rewrite code?
Well, you don't do that.
No, but how does it learn? How does it?
Well, it learns through us.
Oh,
I mean,
that's a poor example. Because
of course.
it wouldn't understand your humor or my humor, and it would just be like, oh, they're.
It's hard to say, like, even if that is the case, you're allowing something that's artificial to think for itself. And I mean, why are we really that scared? Could it lock us out of our nuclear plants? And like, I'm not quite sure what would be the harm unless it starts building actual robots to then kill us, like the fucking movie, which we could stop, obviously. So I don't like. You know what I'm
I
saying?
think that's where people go down the bad route. Like we could destroy ourselves. We don't need help from AI.
Humans
to do
are
that.
shitheads.
Yeah,
we are. There's a lot of us.
So I don't think that. I think it's humans inherently, like, we look at each other as we're the king being here, and something that's going to come uproot it. It's kind of like no.
Yeah.
That's for us. I think that's just a human complex.
How dare us think that we are the end game on the timeline of Earth?
Exactly.
Where next after humans is more a cyborg, I would imagine.
It could be that. Apparently, the algorithms have led me down past now where I get all the conspiracy theories. And
Those are
I'm like,
great.
how the hell did this happen? But the one was talking about how we're not the first big civilization that's ever been here. We're like the fourth.
Yeah. There's been great resets.
Right. So when is ours?
Yeah.
And it's fucked up to think that, because it's like, oh yeah, when would ours be? That's messed up, because they were talking about it happens when the poles shift. So the North Pole becomes
it's
South
not,
Pole. It like,
we can't do anything about it, is basically
Correct.
what you're saying.
but it basically causes like the Earth to stand still.
Yeah.
But obviously when that happens, guess what? Now we're flying through the air at like 1,000 miles per hour.
Right.
And that's kind of what has caused previous resets. I mean, dinosaurs got reset by asteroid, but the big flood destroyed Atlantis. There's, you can see watermarks on the Sphinx because it was there before the Egyptians. Somebody built that shit. So
when was the first like satellite or something that went into orbit? Do you have any idea? Sputnik was the first one to get launched because
in outer space.
It went to Pluto, right? Sputnik's the one that's way far out there.
Are you talking like humans or satellites?
Just humans. Like, when did we start launching shit into the space? Because
I don't know.
you'd think if there was a great reset, there would still be some random shit floating out around our orbit, or I guess unless the poles changed, everything in orbit is gone. It just is now not in orbit.
Yeah, I don't know if it changes
I don't know how that works.
magnetic fields or the gravitational fields. But my guess is because nobody would be there to course correct,
Right.
or to help it as soon as those thrusters died. I mean, you have to kind of help maintain that, stay in that
Right.
bubble zone so it flies around.
Right.
So if there was nobody controlling that,
Right.
well,
No one's here.
Hello?
I think our third person's here. Here. 1 second.
1 second. Hey, do you have keys to get in here? No. Oh, hey, sweetie. Don't worry, we already started, so come on in.
Oh, you remember the pretzels?
I did remember the pretzels. We're already on alien conspiracies.
We always divert to that. How did we? Oh, because your daughter doesn't really like to drive, and
Yeah.
I said that
Talk
was.
about alien conspiracies.
Otherwise, we
Alien.
could talk about the election of 2024. And
Yeah.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw
Nobody.
the shirts.
2024, baby.
Just how fucked up things are getting.
I would say that probably we would have to, before the reset, we'd have to launch like a brand new Noah's Ark pseudo type of thing out into space
Right.
and a few humans, and then
Yep.
Once it's
get
ready-
off of this place.
land back and then
Right.
civilize.
Yep.
It's the only way. With the same knowledge,
I honestly, so
so
something.
rebuilding would be easier.
So, have you heard of Black Rock, or
Uh.
is it Iron Mountain? I think it's Iron Mountain. Have you heard of that before?
I've heard BlackRock as in the security, the
Not the security group. I think it's
Yeah.
Iron Mountain.
iron. Okay,
Iron
no,
Mountain.
It is where we house like one of every seedling species. Like
Oh, that's
Right.
in like Greenland or something, right?
it's either Greenland.
oh, it's
or-
not in the United States.
It's not in the United States,
Oh.
but it's where all the nations have come together
every species
to preserve
preserve.
something of us, and they built it into a
That's-
mountain, trying to. If a reset happened and we
Wow.
had like
Polar.
100 of us,
Yeah,
they'd have stuff to go on.
I think if they think that that polar shift, I don't think anything's surviving though, even mountains. Do you think? Maybe I don't
Maybe.
know. Maybe I don't know. Fingers
I mean,
crossed.
there was something on the Discovery Channel that I watched too that said without human interaction, it wouldn't take long for nature to erase our existence.
Yeah,
Like what we look like,
right.
everything here.
Reset back to carbon.
Yeah, it would be overgrown, and then it would break down, and then depending on how long it takes to redevelop
Right.
life forms, then again that would be conscious enough to go, oh shit, I think people were here. They'd probably start finding some remnants,
Remnants.
kind of like
Yeah.
we found of the Egyptians and
Right.
stuff, but it wouldn't be
Or what about the Mayan culture?
right stuff
Right.
like that. And the funny thing is I'm just sitting there going, what would they find? Would they find like a landfill of condoms, and that's what would be
So
left of humans?
Could you imagine?
Oh God,
I love this show. I think it's called Ancient Mysteries or something like that.
yeah,
And they were actually talking about the Mayan culture and how they were heavily into the calendar, right? And
Yeah.
how the calendar was very cyclical, and we would go through cycles, and at the end of every cycle, they would essentially leave whatever cities, and I'm talking big cities that they had developed, and they would leave them entirely, like ghost towns, and then they would go build another, and
they
that was the end of their.
overpopulated?
No. It was the end of their cycle, and what they found is that every cycle they would start experiencing bad things like a drought or crops or.
Oh, yeah.
But these were issues for societies that were not equipped to handle things like
Right.
we are now, so they would essentially just leave where they were at and move on.
Yeah.
So, but they all based it upon the calendar. And the weird
I
thing
mean
is
that's
they
kind of true though. I mean,
they thought that the end of a cycle on the calendar meant that they had to leave and move on and find a new spot essentially. So it was.
well, if you think
very-
about it from an agricultural standpoint, look at like all the soil studies that they do, and they cycle the crops now because they realize like soil nutrients need to
They
be
deplete.
different. Yeah.
they deplete. You draw so much out of the soil, it's done at that
Right.
point,
So
unless you're replenishing it.
So I'm wondering if because they didn't have that, they were like, the crops are doing bad.
Yeah.
Therefore, it can't hold the dirt and everything.
They
It's
didn't have
gonna
the correct
flood.
science.
We gotta go somewhere else and do this now.
Yep. But I think the funny thing is they just didn't know all this. They just based it upon their cycles in the calendar.
Right.
So
Sounds like women. They just base things
Wow.
off their cycles.
wow.
No,
I mean,
I'm just gonna stand out here on
It is Iron
an
Mountain,
island.
by the way. Side note, it is Iron Mountain. I did.
Oh, it
Google
is
that
Iron
real quick.
Mountain. Okay.
Yeah. So
You don't have your
apparently-
laptop.
there are
there.
I
only
know.
two sexes, Josh.
So- The interesting.
Are you sure? Oh shit, we're getting off.
Mother
way-
Nature. Interesting enough, it's not Father Nature, it's Mother Nature.
Oh,
So I
'Cause
don't know
the
how
woman
accurate
can
this is.
procreate.
But
yeah.
part of this headline too read Iron Mountain facility provided data storage before the cloud as well. So before the cloud was active,
They were doing that.
Yeah, they were storing data down in colder
Seeds
temperatures
and data.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, it's
That's
a
cool.
cool.
I wonder if you can go and tour it. Or
Did
it's
you-
so secure they're like, no.
I-
I bet
It
you-
is-
I think
it's
it's one of the most
super-
secure places in the world.
Yeah.
yeah.
So the funny thing is shit, who just played Queen? The character Queen.
Bohemian Rhapsody
Oh,
movie.
yeah. God dang it.
Rami, not Rami.
Rami Malek.
Okay.
Yeah.
What show did he do?
Um,
All I can think of is Blacklist, but do you remember the?
I don't know shows. I know movies he was on.
So he played in a TV series where they were trying to reset everybody's credit back to zero, and they talked about
Mr. Robot.
Mr. Robot, yeah, and they talked about how to infiltrate that facility, and basically they had to build tiny little devices into the fire alarms where it would set fires off so they could burn the backups that were in there, because like they had so much redundancy and everything.
Oh,
But
shit.
they went into a lot of detail, like getting into that facility, because it was the same thing. Like you can't do it. Like there is literally no way to get into this facility.
My understanding, I did think a long time ago watch a documentary, but it's harder than like Fort Knox to get into. It's pretty.
I mean, it would
Pretty
be
heavily locked
detrimental if that all fell
yeah.
apart, you know?
Oh yeah.
I wonder how Noah was with his ark. You think he was fucking like, get away from, don't even look at my ark. Get away.
What would you do?
Get out of here, humans. There's already me and my wife.
Yeah.
No other humans. I don't know. So drink of the week. Drink of the week is plays. So I was super bummed yesterday that we didn't go golfing. I
was
cleaned
too.
my clubs. I cleaned out my bag.
But
and
it was
everything.
shitty.
It was shitty, and it got canceled. And so this is kind of like a tip to the hat to what we drink on the course. It's Coors Light, because obviously we're not going to drink Anheuser right now. And for right now, that's a fad.
Yeah.
That's going to go away.
Yeah.
One
think
of us
so?
will
You
have some
think
Bud
so?
Light here and get the fuck. You guys
You
won't
think that's gonna be a
ever
fad?
have
No, it's
anything Anheuser-Busch
It'll
for the
fade.
rest of your life.
It'll fade. Like think about something
It's
like
a
Bush
fucking
Light,
fad right now.
dude. In
It's fine.
a couple months, people drink Bush Light out
Yeah.
their boats and whatever.
Bush Light.
Yeah.
Maybe not Bud Light. Bud Light's kind of
But
fucked for
that's
a
the
while.
thing is Bush Light. Like people, not everybody knows that
Not
Bush Light is
everybody-
Budweiser.
that's
It's
true.
Anheuser Busch.
It's exactly.
So
Yeah.
Granted, Bud Light is its own brand and company, but again, it's still umbrella.
yeah,
Yeah,
there's so many.
there's Land Shark.
Yeah,
Is Landshark?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
it
I
is.
think
It is.
so.
it is.
I know we
Landshark
went
is
over
Anheuser-Busch.
that
big.
a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Holy shit, that's yeah. Landshark's good. Jim for Brenda's 60th birthday brought over Bud Lights. They are still sitting there. Like that's just one beer I cannot come back to.
So
just
I've
from a
never been
taste.
a fan of Bush Light. I mean Bud Light.
I was gonna say Bush. You got me hooked on
For
Bush.
most of my life, I've always
Yeah.
defaulted to like I would rather have a Coors Light if I were to pick one or the other. I've just never been a fan of Bud Light, and I think it's the rice versus the corn.
We'd have to go back on our
I
previous
noticed the
episode
difference.
because that was one of our first. I don't know, first handful of name that beer, name that.
Oh, where we
domestic.
taste tested them.
I remember actually liking Bud Light and thinking it was like a Miller High Life or something that I thought one of my favorite.
Yeah.
And so I picked that. I'm like, oh yeah, that's definitely Miller, and that ended up being Bud Light.
Miller Light to me is one of those two there. I'm like, I'd rather have a Coors Light over Miller Light
To be honest with you,
or
they're all-
MGD or Champagne of beers.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Miller High Life.
Yeah, I'd rather have High Life.
High Life. Yeah.
So I had or I'll occasionally have them when my mom's in town, and it's the MGD 64s.
Ooh, yeah.
So those are actually really good. When Dominic had a party Saturday, so we went after.
Are those the healthy ones? The 64 cal? Right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
I mean, healthy with
Healthy-ish.
Light.
healthy
tastes
with
like
all the
piss water.
chemicals.
Yeah.
So
They make you feel good about yourself, right?
right, it actually isn't a bad taste, but
Yeah.
I ended up taking Dominic to over by Craig's Cruisers on 131.
Yeah.
There's a a bowling alley there that
Oh,
kind of looks
what's the name of it?
Shutters or
No.
That's the one we went for a high school senior party.
Yep.
yeah.
It's big. It's like
It's huge.
there's a
Yeah,
lot
it
of new shit
looks
there.
like a car dealership when you from the outside.
Damn it.
It is. It's one of the biggest, I think, in around
I was
here.
just
West
there
Michigan.
like 2 months ago.
Okay. But you guys know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
And so he was having a party there, and it's a little bit too far to come back home. So
Like
I
his
just
friend had like a birthday party.
Yeah.
Or was it a sports thing?
birthday party.
Oh, okay.
So
Birthday.
it was 2 hours. So it's a
Handful of
little
kids.
too far to go anywhere or do anything. Like go home, sit.
Yeah.
You're really gonna sit for 30 minutes and come back.
Yeah.
So I just went and sat at the bar and ended up having what David and Megan have, which is an ultra. Let me tell you, I'm like, that's a beer you need to have at the end of the night, not to start off with, because I was just like, yep, I'm gonna switch up to my Too Hard.
Too Hard.
It was like,
Yeah.
I was trying to be good, and I was like, nope,
No.
this is bad.
Not when you're sober.
Damn it. I'm having a brain fart right now, and it's driving me nuts.
Oh, what
what?
that is?
Just Google Maps.
I'm doing it right now. Trying.
Really? Oh, you're on Apple Maps.
On-
That's why.
No, I'm on Google. It's on off of Clyde Park, right?
54th and Clyde Park. Yep. Right next to the Craig's Cruisers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's called like Rainbow
No.
Lanes or some shit. I thought.
No, it's not.
Rainbow Lanes.
There's one. Well, is that so? That was the day that you swung by my place, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Wanted a drinking buddy.
I did.
Yeah.
Because
Right north.
after two of those Two Hearteds and an Ultra, I
You're
was
like,
like,
"Woo."
I got shit to do today. The girls are gone. What's Jeremy up to? And then you weren't answering me, and I
Cheeks
was
are
like, well,
rosy.
I'm already going towards your house, and then I get ready to turn onto your street.
you're like,
I was
oh,
like,
no.
holy
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, it's even worse right now.
Is it really?
They dug like a 5-foot hole right in front of my driveway.
Oh.
So I was stuck all this morning.
Okay.
They
Okay.
just packed it in like at, I don't know, 1:30. I was
Oh.
actually able to leave.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. They gave us a good heads up. It was like a month even before they started
Yeah,
the project.
I figured they'd
so it's
have
like,
to,
I
but-
get it. It's a little longer. This is going on the 4th week.
Right.
You know, it's a month now.
Yeah.
Give me my street back.
I haven't had anything done at our current house.
Yeah.
Or the
Ada.
House, but when we were in Wyoming, they did some work too, and I mean they informed us weeks ahead of time.
Yeah.
Like it's something they have to do
Yeah.
now. And I think there was at one point when they came up for when they were getting ready, they were like, if for whatever reason you need to get out and do something, just come find me and we'll get you out.
Yeah.
Okay,
So-
I got it.
They're really good dudes.
Yeah.
Woody's Press Box.
What?
Oh.
That's the name of it. Woody's.
No.
You sure it is? Look
I
it
think
up.
that's the bar attached to it or something.
No, that's what it's
This might
called.
be
really?
the bar.
Bowling alley.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like a bar bowling alley type
It's
of
like a
combo.
big, yeah.
Oh, it's huge. It
Yeah.
used to be smaller and older, but they redid it all, and it's all like brand new
Okay.
shit. Like it's
Yeah,
huge.
that was the bar.
Yeah,
I don't
that
know
looks
if
nice.
I showed you the
Yeah,
picture,
fuck
but
yeah, I've been there.
Okay.
fun.
I took a video of it and I was like, okay, that's kind of what I want to build a little.
You go there
bar
on a
stand.
Friday, I believe a Friday night, and those lanes are packed. You have to reserve it, and they
Yeah.
do a global, and it's really fun.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people there, and it'd be a good time if we all went.
It's bigger than Westgate, isn't it?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
so.
I would imagine.
Yeah.
And the whole bar area is way bigger. It's much nicer than
Oh,
Westgate.
Westgate's shitty.
Yeah.
Most bowling alleys are kind of shitty.
I mean,
you don't really.
Well, Westgate is just, man, I'll put it to this way. My nearly 60-year-old dad used to bowl at Westgate. The place is fucking old. Like, as a kid, he bowled at
yeah,
Westgate.
and it's probably
Yeah.
not had any renovations. It's probably just been
Right.
upkeep.
Right.
Yeah.
Not.
Well, I mean, how much, you got to wonder how much money are these folks making when you're working as a bowling alley?
Right.
The margin or the
Post-COVID,
revenue cannot be that great in a bowling alley.
I agree.
You're probably
It's probably
making,
coming back
Owner
up.
probably.
you're probably making most of your money based off leagues alone. But think about what you pay to.
Yeah.
Leagues and food.
They have
Yeah.
a poker room as well.
Yeah.
I think that does it. That like at
Maybe
least when
that's
I
part of their
heard
revenue stream.
that it almost saved that bowling alley because
I
of the
believe it.
poker room.
I believe it.
probably. I don't think they'd get rid of it if they ever went under. They'd probably sell off.
Yeah,
and keep it.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can tell that thing's been around
Oh God. Yeah.
forever.
We used to go to the one on Plainfield until it's now a Honda dealership, or it's like a little
Where was it at? I'm playing
right on right across the street from Meyer, next to Cool Chevrolet.
Okay.
in the car wash right there.
I didn't even know
There was a bowling
alley.
alley right there. Plainfield Lanes, I think it was called. Now it's like a one of those you
No,
could buy like a side
Yeah,
by
it's like
side.
a Polaris dealership.
Yeah, Honda Polaris.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I remember going as a kid to Click Lanes,
Click.
which is
Click.
Still there.
yeah.
That's actually one of the nicer.
That's actually a pretty like it's just nostalgic.
a little
Like you
nicer
go in
than
there.
Wangers.
Yeah, but it's just like it is old school though. They have 2 levels, like it's an upstairs bowling alley and a
Yeah,
downstairs
same
too.
as Wangers.
Yeah.
That's where all the cool kids go.
Yeah,
Click.
for sure. Yeah.
To
All the
where?
hipsters. Click.
Click Lanes.
Oh.
It's spelled CLIQUE.
QUE.
Yeah, West Side.
Yeah.
Same as Wangers, I guess. Wangers and Click are actually pretty close
Wait.
in location.
Wangers?
Wangers?
Wangers.
On Leonard?
He just wants you to say the Wangers.
Little kid me just
Yes.
went,
There's no
did you
A.
say wangers?
There's no A. It's an E.
Wingers?
Wangers.
So-
I think it's called Wangers.
W-A-N-G?
Wangers.
Wingers? or
WENGERS.
I mean, fuck it. Let's just call it wieners. Fuck
not
it.
wangers.
Just call it Wieners.
It's so hard.
Wieners.
All right. So I went to Founders on Friday.
Why would you do that? You fucking traitor,
Some
you.
coworkers were
fucking
like, "Hey, let's go
traitor."
grab a drink."
Yeah, fuck you for
whatever,
that.
dude.
So
How was it? Same old Founders.
Yeah, I mean, I grabbed a 6-pack. They didn't have it on draft or tap or whatever, but I did buy a 6-pack of it, and I want to see how it tastes. But a new one called Day Cap.
Day cap.
Yep.
The fuck is that?
So what was that tequila one that it was?
Tequila one.
No, the one that's aged in tequila barrel, Masagave.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
that's actually
I was like the one that
really
Aaron
like
brought
Masagave.
last week.
So
Monaco.
no,
not the
even.
Masagave seltzer.
What did
So-
they call it? Monaco.
Monaco instead of Monaco. Like we gave him so much shit. He said, "What's this new Monaco?"
When was this?
It was
Yes,
like a
last week
tequila
when you were here.
seltzer.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's like,
Aaron?
what's this Monaco?
He just quickly glances and then just says whatever
Yeah.
he thinks the word was.
Because he's not here. Yeah, fuck him. Throw him under the bus now.
Aaron Brain.
yeah.
So day cap, think Masagave, but let's think Masagave where it's like 10 or 12%. Like I'm talking the one aged in a tequila barrel.
Just like Masagave Light.
This is like Masagave light.
Is it as
like
sweet as Masagave?
it's-
Because
that's
that
the
one was
thing.
really
What do you
sweet.
call it? A goza?
Goza. Goza.
So one of my friends, I talked to him today. He said he tried it. I haven't tried it yet, but he said it's very tart, like lime, like just like a.
It's a goza.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's-
goza.
Yeah. It's a
but
sour, basically.
It's supposed to be like an all day type of like you can drink a lot. Like
No,
me personally, I'd have
not
like
a
one or two.
sour. No,
yeah.
no.
But
I know.
I'm talking like alcohol content. It's not nearly a 10 or 12% beer.
It's
I would-
marketed that just because of the ABV, and it's marketed as, well, just buy more. Come on.
Right.
Just keep buying it. You can have 6 of them. Or did he not hit it?
No.
We're gonna finish this. It's the whole point.
not
is
finishing
the
that.
3 of us has to finish that.
No, fuck no.
Why?
Because
I thought you could drink that all day.
I can, but I'm not doing it on Tuesday.
You were like, I am Justin. Hear me roar about my
can.
fucking fireball.
I can, but not on a Tuesday.
Did you know they make a twisted tea whiskey?
I heard and I've watched people drink it on TikTok, and it
Oh.
looks nasty.
I was
Fuck.
looking for it. 'Cause
It
that was
looks-
initially what I wanted to do.
Oh, it looks. The reactions that people give, it's
bad.
nasty.
It's bad.
Do you
Oh.
think Aaron would get mad if we have the monster?
What?
The one that he brought last week?
Yeah.
No, he ain't gonna care.
Okay.
What is?
Monster Energy Drink came out with their line of,
Alcohol.
Oh, they have alcoholic beverages
and we have one.
that are energy too.
Yeah.
No, they're not.
I was gonna say
Loco.
that's
Oh, I thought it was.
no,
There's
there's
no
no caffeine there.
caffeine in it all.
No, but it tastes like the monsters. So we have a white one in
Oh.
here. You want to try it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm.
Maybe
Fuck, fuck you, Aaron.
Maybe I just text the coaches and be like, I ain't coming. There we go, Justin.
There you go.
it is. Yeah.
This is mostly for you. You
I-
and Chad.
I do like Fireball. Don't get me wrong, but on a Tuesday, I'm not drinking a pint.
Oh, but you on a Monday you'll drink a pint.
When I hit an eagle from 170.
Oh, Did you talk about it
Fuck
last
yes,
week?
I did.
Yeah,
You know I
he
did.
did. Yeah, he did.
That was one of the reasons why I didn't show. I just didn't want to hear
yeah.
it go.
I called it out. I
I'm
said,
just
"That's
kidding.
half-
Yeah.
I'm fucking kidding. I actually felt like
And
shit.
Jeremy's not going to be here because he doesn't want to hear me talk about my eagle.
My
And
wife
then-
can attest.
And then he was like
I was sick.
stroking it in front of us, like, "Look what
Oh,
I did."
It was pretty badass.
It was. That will never happen again in my life. So let me have.
I
a
wish
little
I
bit of
saw
that.
it. I didn't see it, but I
Chad
see.
saw it.
Yeah.
Chad like literally ran at me with arms wide open.
Yeah.
And, like, wanted to pick me up.
You guys were jumping up and down like
Yeah.
little schoolgirls.
Okay, so you've gotten an eagle,
Mm-hmm.
assuming you've had birdies before, and hole in one.
So it would go an albatross and then a hole in one.
Yeah, albatross. I don't think.
So I've
anybody's
never
ever-
hit
Not
an
on par
albatross
threes,
and
of
I've
course.
never hit a hole in one. I will probably never hit either in my life, but a hole in one is something that I think every golfer would
I
like
have.
to do at least once.
You hit
you
a
got a hole in one?
Putt putt.
Oh, fuck.
That's a hole in one, dude.
That does not count. Get the
What's
fuck out of
wrong-
here.
what's wrong with
Oh
that?
my God. Okay. All right.
yeah, we
Pause
all-
the show. You're done.
Yeah.
Hey,
Fuck
that's a hole in
that.
one, bro.
No, fuck that.
It's got to be a par three.
I don't know.
You're not gonna get a hole in one in a par four, so
No, it'd have to be a par three.
I mean,
Happy Gilmore did.
yes, and I think
You couldn't even.
who's the big
the only
one?
way the only thing you can get an albatross on would be a par five.
Right.
So
I mean, if you got a hole in one on a par four, I mean, you could call it either.
there are pros that could get a hole in one on a par
There
four.
is
They can drive it.
who's
Not
the
me.
big distance
No.
PGA?
John Daly.
No, he's young. He's
Yeah.
like our age. Bryce or Bruce Bryce.
John Daly.
He's like a big power hitter,
Say John Daly.
pretty boy.
John
but
Daly,
anyway,
John
there's-
Daly.
he's old as fuck. This guy's young. He's like our age. So there's this
John
one
Daly.
hole that's this kind of like a U. But if you go straight, if you have the
You're gonna-
distance,
yeah.
you can clear it and hit
Yeah.
the green. But most people can't. And this guy can. So he potentially, and I think it's a par four. So potentially he could make a hole in one. I don't think he has, but he's made the green before.
I think it was John Daly.
No. This guy is not John Daly. I know who John Daly is. But did John Daly make a hole in one, par four?
You know,
I bet you in his life.
I bet
he
it
has.
was Roy McAvoy.
I
that did
guarantee
it.
he has
You mean-
a
Rory McIlroy.
Roy McAvoy.
McAvoy. McElroy.
McAvoy.
Oh,
It's Roy McAvoy from Tin Cup.
Oh, Kevin
You know, he did it. I'm just gonna throw out every name that's
He is-
not.
He's a golfer in his 40s, younger. Not. I guess he's kind of a veteran though. Now.
who?
Bagger Vance.
Rory.
You mean Rory McIlroy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's probably a little older
God,
than
you-
Gonna throw out
You and your
names.
Rorys and Roys, they all confuse the
Roy-
shit out of
Roy
me. Who we're
Rogers.
talking about.
Do you even golf?
Shit.
You do have
God.
clubs though.
I do have clubs. I think I've told this story. Like,
Because your dad's
You
a
do
big
not have
golfer.
clubs.
I do
you
have
got
clubs.
clubs from fucking Bagger Vance back in 19.
no,
My
no.
dad?
No,
1912.
I borrowed his clubs.
yeah, I
before.
have clubs.
They're nice clubs.
Okay.
There's nothing
yeah,
wrong with
because
them.
my dad's a very big golfer. But
So they're hand-me-downs. They're his
they
old
are
ones or
his
something?
clubs, but they're nice clubs.
Which, yeah, for sure.
But I would tell anybody, and this is so true. Like, I find a fine line with my boys, and everything. If you're going to help your kids and you're going to coach or teach them, is don't do that with a heavy hand. Like, that's
He tried that with you with golf.
with golf.
Yeah.
And it
Shut you down.
ruined the whole experience. And I have,
Did he get mad at you? Just kind of short.
yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, here, let me help teach you, because I'd always been natural at baseball and football.
Yeah.
And baseball swing's completely different than golf swing.
Mm-hmm.
And
I
I,
have
always
something to
wanted
say about
to
that.
keep my head
Yeah.
up and
Yeah.
see where everything was going, where you have, golf.
So the biggest thing is I grew up playing baseball the same way, and I never had an issue looking down. It's just a baseball swing is more upright, like you swing like this, like when
Yeah.
you go back, you're holding the bat
For
like
for our viewers, how like what?
this, straight up in the air almost.
Not viewers.
For our
Listeners.
listeners, yeah.
Whereas when you swing a golf club, it's more arched towards your shoulder blades.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have to. I struggled for many years with a slice because I had a baseball swing.
That's what happens to me
So,
all the time.
If you learn and you make a conscious effort on your backswing to
He still slices.
not as much, not as much as I
No,
used to.
you don't actually. You and Chad have really upped your game.
But the biggest thing is just thinking, like, as I'm swinging back, is that is that club lined up with my shoulder blades.
Right.
Almost. Or even almost back more of an arch rather than a baseball swing is up.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, you keep it up, you tuck your arm, and
Yes.
I mean, there's a lot of different fundamentals for a baseball swing, and he couldn't translate it. Instead of helping, he just got frustrated, and then I never wanted to go out and do it with him, which made him more frustrated, and was like, well, you're not making it fun for me to go out. You're just
Yeah.
yelling at me, where, hell, I can go to the batting cages and crush, 80 balls, and I'm good at that. It's like, help me through this. Like, this isn't a natural thing for me. So,
When you're a kid, you're like, how many sports do I really need to play anyway?
yeah. And
You're
so
focused on football,
getting out
baseball.
and doing it now is just more like, you guys tease me. It's more like a laughing matter. Like,
casual,
I will
have fun.
come along
Yeah.
if you need a fourth, but don't expect me to do
More of a drinking buddy.
great things.
You drive the cart.
I'll
Run me over.
scoot you across the grass,
Right.
But yeah, I think it's a big psychological thing from a kid standpoint, where I'm just like, I never picked it up. I know it's a social game, but I'm just like, fuck, let's go on the wrestling mat. You want to do that? No. So, I mean, I envy it because I know you guys go out and do it, but I'm just, at the same point, I'm like, I could take it or leave it.
Mm-hmm.
You want to play ping pong?
So I grew up near a golf course as well as when I was about 9 to 12 years old. So I would go play pretty often. And then my dad was into it. And I bounced between golf and baseball too. Even through high school I did. So
Did you play in the high school team?
yeah, I did for both.
For both of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
But I struggled constantly with that slice because I had a baseball swing. And I didn't really correct it.
Did you have to aim really to the left of
Yes.
everything so that you would
I
hit
didn't
it
correct. I
straight?
didn't really correct it until probably my probably late 20s, early 30s, when I had a coworker of mine. He was a scratch golfer, like parred or birdied everything.
Yeah.
And he was looking at me. He's like, dude, the number one thing that's wrong with your swing is your backswing. You swing like a baseball player. He said, change this. And I did. And it was like then on, it like switch flipped.
It did.
I think I remember that
Yeah.
back in the day. 'Cause
Yeah.
That was early Beermageddon too, and you were talking about.
Yeah. I would always be the guy
swings
that aimed 100 yards to the left, anticipating a 150 yard slice.
Right, that it would come back.
Yeah.
And then you would inevitably hit it straight that one time, and you're
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
fuck this.
But I'll tell you this. I think when it comes to a drive too, I always used to try and crush it. Like that's every guy wants to crush it off the tee box. I just slowed down my swing and found that if I hit straighter and slow it down, I am maybe 100 to 150 yards out from the hole, and that's exactly where I want to be.
Yeah.
Rather than crushing it and ending 100 yards over on the right-hand side in the rough, you know?
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
It's smart. It's smart golf.
yeah. And another friend of mine that I was on a league with, actually, coworker as well, again, scratch golfer, he taught me never hit the clubs that you know you're not good at. Play your game. So, for example, if you have a 3-wood, right, and you're not good at hitting a 3-wood or a hybrid, 250 out, don't play that. Grab
Your
grab what
5-iron.
you're good with. Like I'm good with a 7-iron. So what I do is if I'm 250 yards out, I'll grab a 7-iron, which I'm about 150 on the distance. I'll put it really close to the green, and then I'm about 50 to 80 yards off from the green, and I can put that onto the green much easier with a gap wedge or something.
Yeah.
Can we do like what we did with Super Bowl? Can we have a bet with you?
I'm
Aaron?
not doing any waxing bet or nothing. But I'll tell you what, I will voluntarily go to Kyla and have her yank the nose hairs out of my nose.
Oh, that
yeah,
was so fucking gross.
I thought it felt
that
great.
felt great.
that
I've
was-
been wanting
I'm
Becky
sure it
to do
felt
that.
great.
So
It
there
looks gross.
are a couple things. I want to get the nose hairs waxed again.
Yeah.
And I want to get my ear hair waxed.
You gonna do
Yeah.
that before Mexico?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
I keep like
Fuck yeah.
when I say it, I still
I
feel
keep
like
wanting to like
dirty.
punch you for saying
I
that.
still feel dirty when I say
yeah,
it.
because you're a fucktard for saying that.
I am. Yeah.
I can't believe you did
My
that.
sister-in-law made fun of me, huh?
She did. She did.
Nikki.
For the fact that you dropped the ball and
Yeah. She still doesn't know
you fucked
where,
up.
but
She just
she knows
Mexico.
we're going south.
Since you know both of them too, I just saw this today, and I wanted to send it to you because I thought it was funny. Actually, I wanted to send it to Jeanette and see what she would answer. But since you know both of them, Jeanette will hear this later. Is there one sister that is uptight, and then there's one sister that's laid back about everything?
Out of the Jeanette's,
Don't answer
Jeanette
it.
and
Don't
her two
answer it.
sisters?
I mean,
Don't
usually if
answer it.
there's more than one sister, if there are three, but if there are two, one's usually uptight about everything, and one's
He
laid
is
back.
setting you up, bro. Don't
Neither of
answer
the
this.
three are.
He's got a
laid
big
back,
shit
really.
grin on his face.
But I think Nikki is the most uptight
Okay.
because of her job and like how she.
Very
Not just
structured.
because of her job.
Very
What about
structured on everything.
Well, yeah, she's
And
very
then-
structured because of that, but what about just in
and
day to day?
opinionated. Oh,
I could see that.
you haven't like.
Oh no, when we
Better
were
off.
there, if I had like 4 hours of that day to spend with her, she would have
Oh yeah, for
talked
sure.
my ear off, and we would have been best buds at
Oh.
that point. I was just like,
Oh yeah.
I'm glad I picked
Fam-
like 2 hours to be here because
Family outings are interesting.
I'm paying, and that's all I'm doing. But we just learned like 20 years worth of information in 5 minutes.
I don't think I've ever been into that office. Only the first time we went, and everything else I paid over the phone with her.
Oh,
Oh, you can pay over the phone.
Yeah, I just gave her a credit card number, and she's boop.
yeah. I wanted to because I was also testing the brakes at that point on the car. So I went and drove out there, which probably shouldn't have done. Probably should have just paid over the phone like Justin. But I wanted to
Barely any
test them.
brakes?
Oh,
Or,
yeah.
Oh wait, you changed them?
I did change them.
All four.
No,
Oh, wait.
Pads?
I changed pads on the back too and rotors on the back too.
Nice.
So I need to.
So you realize that the front pads and rotors take most of the
Hey.
wear and
Front,
tear, right?
yeah.
Yes,
But
I
it was
do
probably the
realize.
rears that
Alright.
needed them more.
I have
No, I'm guaranteeing the fronts need them more.
well, he might have just.
no. It is not.
Yeah.
Because I looked, all the brake dust was on the back.
Yeah.
The rotors on the back
were they stuck?
It wasn't stuck, but I
The caliper was seized up.
almost. I
Okay.
questioned that when I put it back in, and that's why I drove it around for a bit just to see.
Have you checked it since?
Yeah, it's fine. I still need to do the front too because I have the pads. It's just been immaculate outside to
Yeah.
really want to go.
This is actually
jump.
apparently it's supposed to be the last cold day.
I hope so.
Fucking
And
hope
it's
so.
in the
This
70s.
weekend is supposed to be 70s.
70s. Nice.
Yeah, so Cinco de Mayo this Friday, boys.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Aren't you going
Go to a
to?
comedy thing.
Yeah,
Oh, fuck you.
Yeah. Some Kennedy or something.
Trey Kennedy.
Trey
I know you always reach out. I tried to come to your house on Saturday and you weren't there. I just show up.
we were opening up the cabin.
Did I tell you that, Justin?
You just showed up at his place.
I need to do some. No, yeah, he took a
Yeah.
photo of my house. I'm like, what are you doing, you creeper?
He's total.
I need a drinking buddy.
I was out at Dominic's party, and so
Oh.
we were on the way home, and I was just like, you know what? That's like 5 minutes out of the way. I'm just gonna
Drive by.
drive by, see what he's doing.
You still went down the road too. Even
I did
it says road
because
closed. You're like,
I don't
"Fuck it."
think. Actually, I think you had just told me that as I was turning on by the cemetery there,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
and I was just like, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna go drive by your house and show you a picture that I'm here and disappointed you're not."
So what is it? All just tore up to gravel, or what?
It's down to one lane because they replaced all the water lines to everyone, so they have to dig a hole in front of everyone's house on actually both sides. So it's just really logistically it's tough.
So
Did they, not
have to
put
do
them
it
underneath the sidewalk? Like, Or is
Well,
it still
they
underneath
pulled
the street?
all of our side's sidewalk out. We don't have sidewalk anymore. And it's
Yeah.
all dirt.
yeah,
And then every house, even on the other side, has to be dug up in their.
okay, so they're moving it
connections
from
all
the street
changed.
to the
you do
sidewalk.
realize this is going
Yes.
to be like a whole summer deal, probably.
God, don't say that.
Sorry, bro.
You remember at the street
water's
outside
really
of the
cloudy
office here
right
how
now.
long that took? for
Yeah,
them to
that's
do
my
that here?
saying.
It's our
It's going to be
tax-
an all summer. At
You know,
this
honestly,
point.
I don't really care because it's to me as a homeowner on that street. I'm like, well, they're updating. They're updating whatever they're doing. It's just
Yeah.
they're doing something that needs to be fixed apparently, and
Yeah.
get it done. Everyone's been pretty cool about it. You know, one guy like parked in our driveway. One of like the supervisors or the foreman or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what are you doing, dude? So I like open up my garage, and like I'm like, hey, and he's, oh, I'm sorry, yeah, didn't think anyone's home because I'm like, well,
Yeah.
it's fine, but move.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the kids met Sam this past weekend.
Ooh, hang on.
Whoa.
Let's you want to take a break real quick?
Yeah,
And
let's do that.
We'll talk about
Breaky break, and then
we'll talk
get
about
intimate.
family.
Yeah.
And we'll get intimate
Yeah.
after that. All right, we'll take a short break for our
Okay.
ad sponsors. We'll be back.
Okay. Bye-bye.
This episode of Four Average Males is brought to you by us, the Four Average Males. We love bringing new episodes to you every week, but it does take a considerable amount of time and financial resources. So the best thing you can do to support the show right now is make sure you're following on your favorite podcast platform and make sure to share the show with any friends that you think might be interested in our dumbasses. We appreciate you and all your support very much. Well, let's get back to the bullshit.
And we're back.
Yeah. So we have Aaron on the phone in a
He's a
microphone
guest.
right now.
Should I tell them how you guys couldn't figure out how to work the
Shut up.
Well, you're being recorded on the podcast right now, so you just told everybody.
that you had to call me to figure out how to use
Okay, we're gonna hang up on Aaron now.
the electronics?
Yeah.
Bye.
All right.
Bless.
We
See ya.
love you. Bye bye now.
See you, buddy.
All right, later.
Bye. Yeah, so I didn't know how to continue this. He's always like the mix board.
He is always the
operator.
mix board.
You know,
I think that's
so-
fine.
I didn't know if I hit record again to continue the recording or did I hit the play pause. Anyway,
So-
we got it.
And we're back.
And we're back.
So we're
Hey.
picking up.
So Justin, right before we had left,
Oh,
break,
yeah.
Yeah.
he said that his ex-wife is a bitch.
I did not say that.
You did.
You did.
Um,
Or was that on break? Oh, that
wait.
was on break that he said that.
Yeah.
Okay. But he did say that the boys have now met Sam.
Yeah.
Share.
Mini share.
Yeah.
That is amazing. How did that go?
It went really well. We took them to play laser tag.
Okay.
After that, we went up to the score to have lunch. Went out and flew some drones.
Did you have chicken wings?
I did. I had
the chicken
chicken wings with sriracha dry rub.
Oh, yeah.
I showed you that.
Yes, it was so good.
It's so good.
Yeah. So we did. It was kind of a windy day, but it was nice out. So Hudson got a drone for Christmas. So and I replaced my drone too. The
Oh,
one
nice.
that crashed.
Was it under warranty or did you
No,
get
I had to fucking. They offered no.
full retail?
No,
he begged you.
DJI offered me. They gave me an offer, a promo code for 40% off a refurbished. And mine was older anyway, so I
Yeah.
just said, yeah, I'm 40% off for refurbished. Yeah,
Yeah, for sure. And you can
So-
always sell your old one
Yeah.
for parts or
that's kind of
something.
what I thought. Or
On
keep it
Craigslist.
if I
Or
need
keep it. Yeah.
Um,
Is it the same model and everything?
Yep.
Oh yeah, you keep it for parts.
I
Yeah.
can't believe you found that.
it wasn't me who found it.
I know, but I can't believe,
know.
like, in general, it was found.
But how long it took to
Yeah.
be
It was
found
like
too.
3 months later,
That's crazy.
but it sat out in the snow the whole time. It
That's
was
funny.
totally smoked. But yeah, we went out there, flew. It was kind of windy day. My drone could obviously handle the wind a little bit better. His is a cheaper drone,
Right.
and it was just goddamn thing was swinging all over the place in the wind. But went and did that. Then
Wait, she did that with you guys too?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay.
yeah, then we went back to my house because we just got the Hogwarts Legacy game, and she's a big fan. Sam's a big fan of Harry Potter and all that, the whole Harry Potter stuff.
That game looks fun.
Yeah, it was. It was
it?
really cool. Yeah. So Grayson started playing that, and then was wanted to show us. So we kind of, I've learned that kids sometimes they just want to show you things, and they just want your attention, and just you don't have to fucking play the video game. Just sit there and watch them.
I can see it now. Grayson was kind of closer to the TV playing it. Sam and you guys were in the back on the
Nope.
couch being
Nope.
handsy.
No way.
No?
No. I
Oh.
swear to God, it was actually it was her sitting right next to Grayson, and they were talking Harry
nice.
Potter and. You know, kind of, like I said, all you got to do is show a kid a little bit of
Yeah,
attention, and it'd
for
be
sure.
amazing how receptive they are.
Who do the
Gray's got a
boys
new
like
buddy.
better? Nick or Sam?
Well,
I don't know because I don't know how they interact with that guy.
yeah.
I know that's a shitty question to
Yeah.
ask. Like,
Yeah.
I could see that look. Like, why are you asking me, fucker?
But
I'm not stirring
but they
this
really
time. I'm
liked
just
her.
like
yeah.
twisting this time. No.
I know how you operate.
Ah,
I know. But I mean,
I got no love for those other two since
Yeah.
they unfriended me.
yeah, that was not cool.
Are the kids gonna meet each other?
Yeah. So they're actually gonna
I thought
be.
they had already.
No,
No,
they haven't.
you kept it completely
is it
separate
gonna-
the whole time.
Yeah.
Is it gonna be Memorial Day?
It is actually gonna be
It's coming up.
2 weekends from now.
Oh, okay.
At,
Mando?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
Okay.
So
All right.
they're coming and yeah, they're pretty excited. I know that her girls are pretty excited. And my boys are pretty
Good.
excited.
Nice.
Did you see? Since I know. Okay, sorry. This is putting pieces together. So
We're all
Ma-
over the place.
Mando's party is the first like ass slap party that we had.
It's gonna be an ass slapping good time.
So I know that Justin was super excited for this. And I tread lightly here because Minnie Share is in the picture now. So does she know about your ass slap
Yeah.
fascination?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. I
Did-
walk around all day long slapping her ass.
A slap is a lot different than like a
Yeah.
grab.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like a
I
touch.
already told her about the ass slapping party.
Did you tell her about the bucking bronco that you picked up before?
Who edited that picture?
Are
It
you
looks
talking-
like- yeah, you
She already
like
saw it
cropped
'cause she's on the shared folder with
Oh,
Google.
that's right. No, it got uploaded. Okay,
Yeah, I don't
that's
care.
right.
She doesn't
so,
care.
So I was
She
sitting
knows
there
we're
going,
just fucking around and
yeah,
having
yeah.
drinks
It was
and-
just funny because
You're
I've
friends
never
with my wife. I don't
Yeah.
care.
I have never seen that look on Jeanette's face. Like it was probably like not even a look you give her at night when you're giving her the tea.
Wow.
Bullshit.
Gotcha. So no, this actually has a point. But did you see that?
Oh, there is a point.
yeah,
Okay.
that Jesse is getting deployed out of state now.
I did not.
Who's
So-
Jesse?
Jesse
Clark.
that was in the Jesse Clark.
Oh,
at
Jesse.
the
Yeah.
original ass slapping party.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so she's getting deployed and actually is not.
I thought she's
I
in
thought
the
she
military.
was totally out.
I thought she was out.
she
no,
had a
I saw that the other day
dishonorable-
that
The
she
COVID
got
test.
reassigned.
Oh.
Yeah, I
She
think
must
that-
have
all
got vaccinated.
out.
I thought she got dishonorable.
Well,
With the
I think
va-
it was all about the vaccination, where
Yeah,
the
she
military.
refused.
Yeah.
And I thought it was supposed to be a dishonorable thing, and
I don't know how that all worked, but
clearly it worked out.
maybe she got poked.
Maybe
Yes.
I don't know, but yeah,
Maybe not. I don't know how that works, but good for her though. I mean, if she's still in and kicking butt, I know she's an officer, so.
Yeah, yeah. So
Um,
2 days ago,
oh,
she
San
got-
Diego. Okay.
Yeah,
Well, Why? I'm interested. Why San Diego? If she's in the.
I don't know,
Oh, she's in the.
but I
Navy.
saw that and it just
Oh,
it all
duh.
tied in together with the party coming up and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
I
she
was
going?
just-
Is she coming to the party?
I don't know when she gets deployed or anything.
probably not.
So
I doubt she is.
That's
yeah, but I wanted to at least let you know if you hadn't heard that she won't be there. But
Oh.
Well, instead of Jesse, he'll have Sam to slap. He's got all sorts of women asses.
Yeah,
He does.
That whole ass slapping party must have slapped a lot of women's ass.
oh my God,
I mean, all the women.
yes,
all.
pretty much all of them. Yeah,
yeah,
What do you mean
majority of the
pretty
time it
much?
was actually Becky. I'm pretty sure.
yeah. You two guys.
Yeah, you
You
guys-
two have like a weird
Yeah,
connection.
yeah. Are you jealous?
He's
jealous?
like staring at me like, yeah, you want to fight for that?
You guys gonna start swinging or something? Well, the Bowens, I feel like, are a little.
We're little
Hey,
swingers.
I mean,
I think in
You
another
could.
life they
Hey,
could be.
maybe.
How you doing?
I don't know. What do you?
I know you guys can't see that. I just rubbed Jeremy's arm.
Why do you think? Why do you think I was so quick to take the pineapple painting?
Oh
and
my
put it in
God.
my house?
Get the fuck out of here.
Did you?
That's a cool painting.
I
Did you
did
guys
take it.
hear Kyla?
I actually thought it was upside down pineapple. So it's
It is
up, the
upside down
pineapple, the
pineapple.
visual
It is.
pineapple
It is.
upside.
That's the whole
right
joke.
side up
upside
is
down
fine.
pineapple.
That's the whole joke.
Well,
is-
then keep the up or the right side up pineapple.
that's what I do.
Right side up.
That's what we always did. Are you not getting this?
No,
whole thing?
she's just irritated because people come in and flip it.
Fuck yeah. But it was always a fun joke. It was.
Did you guys?
Yeah.
Did you guys hear what happened before we went out for Justin's 40th? So
What?
she put a new picture in the bathroom.
Did you turn it upside
I
down?
turned it upside
You-
down. She was so.
she was so. I
pissed at me.
guarantee she was mad.
Does she know
For
you did
sure.
it?
She went
Not
in
mad,
there.
just irritated.
Yeah, and she goes, "You fuckers."
Wait, plural fuckers.
Yeah, I'm
mean
assuming she
fucker?
thought that multiple people had done it.
She knows. She knows damn well who did it.
No, she came
probably
out.
thinks it was me.
Yeah, she came
Oh.
out, and I
It wasn't
couldn't
me,
keep
Kyla.
a straight face, and
And then
I
she
was-
figured out it was you.
Yeah, she did.
Okay.
So,
Is
It
that
was
going to be a
rather
thing
hilarious.
now?
With
Every
them?
time the group is over at
You're
her
gonna blame
house,
me for flipping the photo.
Yeah.
she might as well just take
pictures.
that photo down.
There
and, like,
probably
hide
should
it.
not be one in there now, just because.
When she has you over, at least.
No, I won't do it anymore. But I
Uh-huh.
guarantee Justin will do it now, and he'll try to pin it on me because now
Probably.
Or vice
now it's
versa.
now it's fun because Josh did it first. I can blame him. So
No, but now he's running reverse psychology right now because what he'll do is at Mando's party, he'll flip it, try to pretend it was me, but knowing it was really him.
I would never do that to you.
Oh, fucking lied.
funny she just
Fucking
gave it
lied.
away.
Totally.
Because it's not like it's outside and it's like in the public eye. It's literally in the middle of their house.
All I
'Cause
know is
that bathroom
that
is like their dead center
She
of
took
their house.
that painting down and she had it downstairs in the basement. And
Oh,
I
she put it in the basement.
Yeah, I couldn't let that thing, like, it almost felt a shame. Like, I
Where-
wanted to keep the fun going.
Where did you put it?
It's in my house. So,
Like on your mantle? Like is
no. I put it in my bathroom.
It's on his front door.
I put it in my bathroom ready for somebody to flip
Oh,
it.
we're gonna flip the shit out
Yeah,
of that
that's
thing.
what I'm saying. I feel like it's got to be in the bathroom, and it's there for everyone to do
When's your
whatever
next
they got to
party?
do. That's
You
what
gonna
I'm
do
trying to
something in
figure
the
out.
summer?
Man, I tell you what, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like our summer is booking up
It's-
fucking quick.
I talked to
Like,
Jeanette about
holy
this, yeah.
shit. I'm telling you, it will be no time, and all of a sudden we'll be like, shit, our trip to Mexico's here,
Yeah.
and we'll be fucking boarding a plane.
You're fucking
and then,
old. Now you're talking about time just flying by.
oh man, I can't even.
Slow down, old man.
Um,
Enjoy it.
Hey, guess what? I got a
trying so
daughter
hard.
going to college this year.
yeah.
That's right.
So,
Shout out to L.
are you? I got
Did
a
she
question
graduate?
She
The
has
seniors
less
graduate a
than a
little
week
early,
and a
right?
half left.
No.
though. I got a question though, because
Oh,
I know
yeah.
that you are going to be done paying for dance shortly for one girl.
Uh-huh.
So I'm wondering where's your cottage going to be at that you're buying? Because I'll
you
tell
know
you what,
dance is
I
just so
learned the cost of
expensive.
dance, and I'm wondering where we're partying
Yes.
at now.
What
It's
is
like
the
a two-
fee? I don't understand the why
Oh,
is dance
my-
so like I can understand like hockey
per dance,
because
too.
equipment is super expensive, but
Uh-huh.
like dance you're in
Competition fees,
you're in
all
like
sorts of shit.
tights.
Yes.
So
Uh-huh.
the
Yeah.
to the dance
Not-
studio needs to pay for every competition that they're in.
They have to pay for
and
every
the studio
competition.
needs to then have every mom or parent pay their like their portion or whatever.
Yeah.
And that's a lot.
Astronomical money.
No, that's crazy. So
So okay, so let me
Fuck
put
dance.
let me put in
put them
perspective.
in
So
lacrosse and
last year,
a school sport. School sponsored sport.
Okay, when it was finalized last year. Before it was finalized, we were doing some air quote work out on Amy's cottage. Right? She had some internet issues. Do you remember this? Mm-hmm. And I fake sent her a bill. Just Venmo me the money back. And she got that, and I think she texted you like, "What the fuck is this?"
Mm-hmm.
Because it was like a couple. I don't think it was a couple hundred. It was like 4 or 5 hours worth of work.
Yeah.
And she was just like, "Why am I getting like $1,000 bill from Josh?" And it's like, that's normally what I charge. Like,
Yeah.
my cost is $285. Like that's
Yeah.
my actual cost.
Yeah.
So for the dance teachers, anytime that you're there, you're not only paying their salary, you're paying for the dance studio time. Tights, leotards, all that other stuff that they practice in, they aren't made like football jerseys. They are made out of the thinnest fucking material that you can find.
So it's cheap as shit.
And
No.
it's not cheap.
No.
It should be thin and
No, it's not cheap.
But
the
it's-
less material, the
you
cheaper,
would,
right?
You would think, but it's not those like
I'm just being.
yeah,
the
but it's
quality
not
of the material.
Yeah,
it's
I
not
get
those
it.
practice jerseys that you're used to, like
Those
football,
little-
lacrosse, where they can take a
The little
beating.
tutu is like $100.
Yeah, and so those rip every 2 weeks. So now you got to
Oh,
go
they
buy
rip.
new ones. And now your small kids, they all of a sudden will just have a growth spurt, and they'll be like 10
Now
feet
they can't
taller.
fit.
Now you need 10 different more because they have practices. So then you have the performance fees, you have their costume fees, and every single costume that's made is made by a professional tailor. So it is
yeah, they're
not
custom.
just
It's custom work,
yeah,
man.
it is not just a here you go Walmart special. It is okay.
Sam-
I will
Sam was
make that for
explaining
you.
this to me, like her daughter, I think it was last year or whatever year, she had a Chanel costume.
Right.
Made out of Chanel material.
Okay,
Like
but-
with Chanel logos all over it.
Okay, but that's just going above and beyond. That's
But
just that's
no,
flexing at that.
No, no, no. That's
No,
like
that's-
every studio.
That's what they do.
It is
dude.
every studio. So
Yeah.
this year happens to also be another.
Can you get a scholarship though. Like
Some,
so, like
some- like
why
a lot of dance
do,
studios do offer
why
that.
do parents put so much money into that
Well,
for their kids?
Dance- I mean,
if there's
dance
not like
moms.
Some people
there's not
help
like an
out, too.
outcome where a hockey mom is going to hope that they get a hockey scholarship and go to college for free. A dance
Juilliard,
mom
you
is
can.
like
I mean, there are dance places that do this. There's
I mean, like 1 or 2 in the country, probably, right?
no, there's plenty of dance places.
Oh, okay.
I think in the end, we just do what we do for our kids because they love something they're passionate about it. and
Yeah,
that's all.
there's a lot of
There's a lot of things that are
times-
cheaper.
like that's
Sure.
probably one
look
of
at,
the
look at boys that play hockey.
No,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
what I'm
Shit,
getting at.
perfect
But
example.
again,
That's
they're
like the
striving
equivalent.
to be a better hockey player to then maybe
yeah,
get
but
a
what are the
scholarship
chances of them?
or
What are the
college.
chances of them getting a scholarship?
Well, I mean,
Slim to
but what
none.
is the chances of a
Slim to none.
dance?
Slim to none. It's all the
dancer?
same.
I think
so. You're
there's
doing it for the
probably-
passion of that child.
There's probably two camps. There's one where you see natural talent in the kid, so you're going to try to put them in a better spot to get to a scholarship or
Yeah.
get adjusted, or you yourself either didn't want to do it or you're just trying to make that kid
Yeah.
happy. So you're gonna continue to say yes.
Becky danced as a child, right?
She did.
Yeah.
She did.
So of course.
So she's in the second camp where she's just saying yes to a lot of things.
Yeah,
where I'm
Same
just
with Sam. She was a really good dancer. Like she danced on all the varsity teams and competitive her whole life. So it's just
why not gymnastics? Why go the dance side instead of being a gymnast so you
Okay,
can
why
be
not-
in the Olympics?
why not go be a
or-
cheerleader versus a dance? You know what I mean? You could ask
Yeah,
the same for
right,
everything, but
right.
I can tell you this though is when I talk to Sam about why weren't you a cheerleader versus a dancer, she'll look at me and want to punch me because it's a big fucking difference.
right. There's a
I
lot
think there's more
difference.
talent. I'll say this from going to one competition, there's more talent in a dancer than there is a cheerleader. 10 times more. Because some of these
I don't know.
I-
Dancers can't suck dick as good as
wow.
Well, cheerleaders, it's very.
I mean,
you're
hang on,
just
okay,
you have
sorry.
like
I mean-
6 cheers.
Some of these moves I've seen, like her daughter did a move where she laid flat on the ground, flipped the back of her legs over to touch in front of her hand.
Like a scorpion type of
Yes.
frickin'
yeah, that's
Yes.
yeah.
And
That's
she
that's
had-
flexibility. That's not
in
necessarily
the
a
end,
dance
she
move,
did it.
but
She overextended. She ended up hurting her back. But some of the shit that they go through and the moves they make are like, what the fuck?
yeah,
Like
It's-
you don't
it's-
see that out of a cheerleader, is what I'm saying.
It is a completely like I went this weekend and watched Ellen Tinley dance, and I mean, there's a lot of fantastic dancers out there, and it's again what kids are passionate about. But when we grew up, we didn't have everything under the sun to do every single weekend. Like if you were to think about it, we did travel baseball teams. That was the big
Yeah.
thing. Maybe
Yeah.
some
I
maybe
don't
some
even know
travel
if we had
soccer, but
travel hockey.
baseball.
But
Yeah.
really, those are the 3 pillar
Right.
sports that.
But all of a sudden, you see now, like
Everything
now
is-
that we're parents and adults, it's just like everything has a travel team,
Cross,
everything has a
fencing,
specialty, yeah,
bowling.
It's just like holy fuck,
Yeah.
like it is just
ouch.
yeah. I know what you're
Yeah.
talking about.
It's crazy.
It's weird that the kids have this, and that's where I am happy that Dominic does well at lacrosse right now, because if he didn't, I'd be sitting there going, what wrestling camps could I put you in? But it's just like I don't want to burn you out.
He's
And-
just a
and
really athletic kid, I think.
he
Pretty
is.
natural.
He could probably
athletic.
jump into any sport and excel.
yeah.
Who was I talking to? I was talking with Aaron about how Mando's doing with baseball, just because of if you ever watch baseball,
It's hard because you have to be patient with
It's a
baseball.
Yeah,
very,
It's
especially as a
like,
kid.
that's
if you're,
why I
if
just
you're
was
not a
like,
patient kid, baseball is not the
sucks.
sport for you.
Yes.
Go to soccer.
and
Yeah.
we've never tried
Or
Dominic
football
at it.
or something.
We tried Cameron. He did not like it, but now I think he's found it. Freshman year, he finally found it. He likes throwing in track and field. He likes wrestling, and he likes football. Great. Go power lift for 2 of your sports,
Crush it. Yeah.
and then cut weight and get in shape for one of them. And that's great. That's a great cycle to be on. You don't have to and you don't have to be number 1 out of everything. Like you can just go do it to do the sport and be involved and have fun. Dominic's wrestled against kids that is literally all they do
Is wrestle.
is wrestle. And he gets off and he's upset because it's an individual sport and none
Yeah.
of the kids love that, but it's just like, dude, that kid won nationals last year. Just put that in perspective, like
Yeah.
how well you did against him.
Right.
And you do this part of the time. Like it's
Right.
okay.
Even if you put up a fight with that kid,
Yeah.
you know, you're like, okay,
yeah. Like don't be upset
don't
about that.
beat yourself up. Does he tend to do that? Beat himself up?
Every loss he does, but
Yeah.
every kid that has a loss, there's that beat up mentality.
It is
And-
fun to see your kid win, though. I tell you what, I'll never forget one of the first, maybe the second practice for Grayson at wrestling. I watched, because they'll do like just practices where they'll have one kid spar off and he'll keep going against others until he loses.
Yep.
But this kid was just going down the line, clearing everybody.
King of the mat, yeah.
And
Which
then
one? Gray?
No, one kid
Or-
was just clearing the mat with everybody in this line.
They do
And
like
then-
a king of the mat where they'll line them up lightest
Until
to
you
heaviest.
lose, you stay.
Until
Then-
you lose, you just
Then
stay
he
in
went
and go.
against Gray, and Gray pinned him in the matter of like couple seconds. And it was
Nice.
like, fuck yes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just that one time where they get a pin, and you're like, God damn, it sparks it. It's like
Yeah.
it's like fucking birding a hole in golf or something like that. where
Eagling
you're-
a hole in golf.
Yeah. Or
Now
you do
you're all
something-
into it.
Well, fucking give me a par, and I'm happy with golf. You know, or a bogey, whatever.
Weren't you disappointed in yesterday?
Oh, fuck
Off
yes.
of that eagle, you're probably like,
Yeah.
I want to eagle again.
yeah.
I'm gonna do everything.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to, but it was also shitty ass weather, and it would have
Yeah.
been miserable
It would've
golfing
been
in that
miserable.
rain. So,
Hopefully they give us those 2 weeks.
back
guys
end,
been off 2
or
weeks?
we don't pay for those 2 weeks, I guess.
we're only. Oh,
Has it been
yeah.
canceled?
Because
So 2
last
weeks?
it only goes until like the end of August.
Well,
which
we're
is
only
weird.
off technically one. We're only out what
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Yeah, you're
Both-
right because
both
we
are
missed. Two.
out of the 3 weeks.
They should
that-
extend it by 2 weeks.
2 weeks, right?
Yeah,
Or we don't have. We're not charged the 2.
yeah. Josh has got to pee.
He was trying to do it. You're trying to sneak out.
He's got to go pee pee.
Yeah, but I was so bummed yesterday,
Yeah.
especially because I over prepped. You know, like when
So you
you
were washing on the clubs, and you
well,
were
you know, I
excited.
had a little
and-
extra time. I didn't go anywhere. I didn't have to go, and
So
so I cleaned the bag out.
Yeah.
Washed my clubs,
yeah,
and then it got canceled. So I was super bummed.
yeah.
Anyway,
I'll tell you this. I don't know if I want to drink so much either when I'm out golfing. I feel like
Yeah.
I golf better without it.
booze. Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually golf better with pot. Like
Do
I'd
you?
rather just bring a joint,
Yeah.
and then it's cheaper. Because
Yeah.
I mean, especially if you're buying a 6-pack of even domestic beer at the golf course, that's like $15, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you feel bad. You want to give them a couple dollar tip, so you're almost spending
$20 in the hole.
$20
Yeah.
and for 6 beers for
I
9
think
holes.
when we were out there
Come
and
on.
I ordered what was it, 3 shots? They were
Oh.
$5 a piece, and I paid $20 on
Yeah.
top with a tip.
So I think that can be a tradition with the beverage cart girl. We just do shots of
So just
Fireball.
hold our cash for that.
Yeah,
And just,
yeah.
I would rather see her get a tip than,
Yeah.
you know what I
Yep.
mean?
Especially since we kind of built a rapport with her
Yeah,
from
she's a
last
really
year.
nice girl.
Nice girl. Yep.
Yeah.
And I remember you were like, keep that Fireball on that cart
Yes, I did tell her
because
that,
we're the
didn't I?
last
Yeah.
of the group. So
They
we
clear the
always
fucking
get-
shit out
Yeah.
before it even gets around to us, and we're fucking sitting
And
there
she's
wanting
like,
some
don't
Fireball."
worry. I make sure to have at least a 5th or 2.
Do you remember last summer
That was funny.
we asked her for a shot of Fireball, and all she had was a 5th, and she poured a shot for each of us, and I swear to God, she poured it in like solo cups, and she must have given us like 2
I
or
do
3 shots
remember
per.
at the end of the
per
season,
person.
she was pretty like laxed.
Holy shit!
Like,
I
yes.
I remember taking that drink, and I was like, "Fuck, this is
Didn't
gonna
you
wreck
drive
me."
that cart, or she drove your cart, or some, or we like you let her take a swing? I think
I think
she did say that she wanted to.
she
drive one
I
of
think
our-
she did drive. I think we were on like the 15th or 16th hole of that par 3 that's along the water near those
Yeah.
houses.
Oh, where all the bird shit or the
Yes,
shit is.
exactly. I think it was there, and it wasn't me. She teed off for somebody else, and that was it. But we took tequila shots that day,
Oh, that's right.
and because she didn't have any Fireball, and I told her, "Don't fucking run out of Fireball
That was
anymore."
that was the night I picked Aaron up.
Yes.
I felt really cool being able to pick him up.
When we were out golfing.
Yeah.
No
You
shit,
don't remember that?
I don't.
Yeah, I picked his ass up, Mr. I mean, he's
He's-
he's like high 2s.
He's kind of. Oh,
He's I would say he's between 295 and 305.
do you know what Aaron weighs?
Aaron?
Oh, not me.
No.
You're probably right around the same.
Yeah.
I would imagine that
Yeah, you guys are really close. I
you're
think.
probably pretty close. I would say because you're a lot shorter that you're probably a little less weight.
No.
Just how big he is, and he's big boned.
Yeah.
Just kidding. I don't know how.
He's probably around 3, I would say. He and I are probably in the same.
You're like high 2s, 3
High choose.
high 2s.
I weighed myself this morning. I was not happy with where I'm at.
He's-
305.
No, not that bad, but
Oh.
I was definitely over 300 last night before I went to bed. I apparently have been having.
Not that bad, but definitely over 300. And I say 305.
And you say no.
So he's 301.
No,
Yeah.
Okay, so
I go to the 10th of a pound.
300 was always an area that, like, if I ever hit that, like,
Then shit needs to
It's
change.
time
shit needs to change. Like, there's a mentality
so
change.
you've hit that mark.
I have hit that mark, and yes, I'm doing this today, but it's there's a mental, like, fuck this. So I have got to definitely make some changes. And
I
do
think
some
when I
better.
hit my number was, I remember when I started to lose weight, it was about 220.
Mhm.
I hit 220 and I thought, what the fuck am I doing? And I had to make some hard changes. And number one,
You were 220?
yes, I was 220.
Wow.
At
When
my
did we
heaviest.
I've
first
never hit
met? Were you
220.
at 220 or were you 230?
When we first met,
Yeah,
no.
because you look bigger than me. Like, not trying to put you
Oh,
down, but no, I was
dang.
not. Like, if you
I
look
would
at that
say-
picture
No.
though, like,
I would say
just from a cheek perspective.
I know my heaviest was
he
220.
had chickmunk cheeks. but-
Heaviest.
Yeah,
My heaviest was 220. That's the heaviest I got, and it
Okay.
was right around New Year's
right,
when I got there.
right.
And I think we went and hung out at it was October. It was the first
Sell the seller or something.
Your
Yeah,
heaviest
Celerade.
was-
Celerade.
Yeah,
Your heaviest was when you were with your previous
Yeah.
wife, right?
Yeah.
So I knew you. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was Celerade, like probably 2018, maybe,
yeah.
something like that.
Yeah. I remember that picture.
Yeah, and I think, like, I remember going to see a movie. It was the boys and I and Aaron and Anderson, and I remember it was Hellboy. It was the new Hellboy movie. We went to see it, and we were talking about weight loss because we were both kind of like, man, we want to start and tired of this shit. And he told me about the what's the app that we use, not Map My Run, but fitness app where you track the food you eat. And we were talking about how he went on, I think at that point I decided I was going to plan 1,500 calories a day, and that's what I started consuming in combination with boxing.
Right,
That.
right. Yeah.
And then I just, between a low calorie diet, you just have to put your body in a caloric diet. Do whatever fuck you got to do. You just got to put your body in a calorie deficit. That's how you lose weight.
No, for sure.
Simple as that.
yeah.
And honestly, if you don't want to work out, just don't eat.
It's a caloric deficit. It's
fast.
It's only caloric deficit.
like
there
have
was-
like a 4-hour window that you eat and
Yeah.
then just don't work out and
Yeah.
you will lose weight.
one of the
That's kind of what I think Aaron did for a while. His
He did.
portions, he dramatically cut his portions.
you guys
that
remember
is-
seeing
and
him,
that
and you're
was
like, who the
huge.
fuck is
Yeah.
this guy?
yeah.
Yeah, he was almost too skinny at that point.
Yeah.
Dude, come on.
But I think
put some pounds on.
But I think I reached a point too where I was like $155 at my lowest, and I look like a fucking bobblehead.
yeah.
So
Yeah, Becky did not like you when you look like that.
yeah,
Yeah.
must be why she likes me now.
She said you look like a cancer patient now.
You guys are fucking weird.
She likes the big old
Just
dad.
I mean,
now.
already.
She's going to take
Jesus
him one of these
Christ.
days.
Yeah.
And I'm
You
just
guys are
going to
gonna
swap. Sam, it's your
You
turn.
gonna be all right
So as long as I get Sam, it's fine. It's just an even swap.
You got to swap.
Wow.
But they're not married, so for him,
Yeah.
okay, that's fine because they're just dating.
No, I'll tell you this. I can.
That's
They
going to
don't
be an
have children.
awkward
They don't have
conversation
children
at
together.
the party because you know she's going to listen to this and be like, so
Wait a
what's going on,
minute.
Josh?
So
I'll be like,
now-
oh, shit. Hey,
Hey.
that's drunk Josh.
She
That's
doesn't
slosh.
listen.
You don't listen to him.
She doesn't listen to this anyway.
Oh, she listens.
Oh, she says she listens.
Oh, she listens because then she asked me about things, and I'm like, did I say that? I don't even recall half the time.
Yeah.
Because it's how, it's like.
I'll
2
tell you
weeks.
this: when we record, I never listen. At what we record, I never listen. I don't. Number one, I don't. I think everybody nobody likes hearing their own voice. So I don't like
I'm
to
the
listen
same
to
way.
my own voice.
I can't wait till I can listen to the previous one when
Oh, yeah?
I wasn't here.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
The bad thing is I think between Aaron and I, we edit and put those together so much that we listen to ourselves. That's
Yeah.
why I still wear the headphones. I hear the voice and I'm used to it now, and I'm like, this is not what I sound like with the headphones off in my head. But
Yeah.
I read a study somewhere that when we talk to people, we're like an octave or two, or not an octave, but we're like a pitch level up from what we think our voice sounds like. Because
Oh, really?
when we hear it internally, it just vibrates.
See, that's funny
Our
because
eardrums.
I
Yeah.
feel like my
But
voice is
now when we hear it
deeper.
through here, it
It's like,
actually has to go
"Hi."
through our ears, and we hear it has actual people here. And I'm going, I sound like a fucking idiot to everybody. God, is this how I sound all the time?
You are a fucking whiny.
I know
bitch
you would say
sounding
that. Yeah, fuck you.
motherfucker.
It's all right.
We love you.
I want to go back to talking to Jeremy. Hey, hi.
Good stuff.
But
We're close.
oh
Keep it
god.
going.
we're close.
Like 2 more shots and that's gone.
Yeah, come on.
Oh, he's
Asshole.
looking at his watch and I'm like, oh, gotta
Sam.
go.
Oh, Sam.
No.
Oh, time to go.
Sam.
No.
Get me.
No.
You're gonna play hooky tonight.
I'm thinking about it.
Here you go.
Come on.
No,
what?
listen,
Oh,
listen.
wait, you're passing the fireball?
Yes.
You're
There's a
passing
season
on-
4.
Huh?
What? Give me a good.
Yeah, give us a good
It
reason
better.
here.
Now
You want-
he's quickly gonna think
No,
of a reason.
I
Uh-huh.
can show you right now because of what I have in my glove box. I can't be
Oh,
fucking.
okay.
Oh.
Why would you bring that here?
I carry it everywhere. I carry it everywhere.
Just give it to me.
No, because you're in the same boat.
Yeah.
No, I'll just give it to Becky because she's driving.
Do you know the legal limits with that?
dig a big hole.
Do you know the law?
Let's go in the backyard.
So,
Yeah.
well, let me explain to him.
I
real
shoot,
quick.
Dig a
I
hole,
shoot people,
bury
and it's fine.
bury it. We'll make a treasure map and we'll
hang
know
on.
where it's at.
Just put it
And
in
then-
the office here.
All right, let me
Just put it in
explain.
the
Actually,
office
you
here.
could do that, but
Let me explain so that people understand what I'm referring to. So normally, the legal limit for yeah,
What?
it's half when you have to
yeah,
be
it's very strict.
yes very.
I
strict.
don't know if I would want to
Yeah.
admit that on
This is what I have to say.
a recording. Yeah, but
But you
I get
understand.
it.
So now I have
weird
a
on the
valid
microphone.
reason.
I feel like that's going to be an excuse all the time now. Oh, I can't do this because of that.
No.
You'll just bring it because now you'll have
No.
that.
For example, like my 40th birthday, it stayed home because I knew what I was doing. But
Oh my God, your 40th birthday was so fucked up.
that was good, wasn't it?
Oh,
you fucking. I haven't seen you like that in years.
Okay, so did
He
you
was-
have the same?
He couldn't stand upright.
Did you have the
Man.
same
He
feeling
had to swear
that I had when you showed me videos of me when I was blacking out?
Yeah.
When you were just like,
What did I do?
that was me?
Yeah. So I'll tell you this, like,
When you had underwear on your head?
oh yeah, Sam was showing me so many videos, like post that, and I'm like, God damn it, like what the fuck did I do? So yeah, but
This one is absolutely the best. He's just like.
didn't I eat food here?
Yeah. That was him all night.
Didn't I slap Aaron in his nuts too?
Oh,
I'm sure.
you did. You did at some point. Yeah.
God,
Yeah.
I'm not proud of that. Yeah.
But you don't have to be proud. It was great.
I feel really bad because I didn't realize that we were kind of celebrating Jamie's as well. I thought it was just you. So, I wish I would have known that at the
Yeah,
time, and
just
I
to
would
say
have
something.
celebrated her.
Yeah.
and
Justin
actually,
just,
probably more embarrassed her.
Yeah.
But
Justin just went overboard. It was like, it's mine.
yeah, it's mine. I'm taking all the fucking credit. And
Well, I mean,
I'm like, oh, damn it.
honestly, like, what
'Cause you-
40th birthday only happens once a year, so
Because at
Every
first,
3 months.
I was like, damn, Adam, you baked this fucking cake just for Justin?
Yeah.
Like, no, okay, it's for your wife too.
no, she got her own separate.
Yeah.
Oh,
the
was
next
that
day.
the other one that he-
was the crepe cake?
That
he
was the
made.
crepe one.
Oh,
looked
that
amazing.
So amazing.
I kept getting really jealous
How
looking
he
at
makes
those,
those
pictures.
cakes that are so juicy?
Oh
They're
yeah.
so fucking good.
Yeah, they are.
Oh my
They are.
god.
He's got to make 2 next
Why
year.
is he in IT? He should go in culinary.
That's what I told him. I told him
Open
it's
up
clear,
like a food truck or
it's very
something, like a
clear what
dessert
his
food
passion is
truck.
in life.
Right.
Very
Go
clear
with
to
your
me.
passion.
No, for sure. But
I think that people should go with their passion because you'd be surprised on how much they can excel in not just being happy, but also making money
Right.
at the same time.
yep.
And it's a fine line. It's a fine line with both of them. So, you good?
Yeah, for sure. I didn't want to burp in the mic.
Okay.
I'm being courteous
What
to our
time do you,
listeners.
Josh? Are we good on time?
Oh, he's
Are you
good until he gets yelled at.
Yeah, until
Until
somebody
we get a
tells
knock
me.
on the door.
All right. You guys good to hold it down for a minute here?
No.
I gotta go.
No.
pee.
Oh, you gotta pee
Oh,
now.
now you got to pee too? Gee.
That's okay.
We'll go back to conspiracy theories. And
Yeah.
I love your shirt, by the way.
Yeah. So
You don't want anybody for 2024?
I just got this shirt and it's from a YouTuber. Shout out to Street Speed 717. He's from Pennsylvania.
Okay.
He's a YouTuber that he's into like Chevy muscle cars, so he gets like the new Corvettes, tunes them up, and then he bought a Dodge TRX and then jumped it over like a creek.
Okay. All right.
Anyway, he's got some pretty cool content. Anyway, he has a little merch line and
How much do you think the government lies to us?
probably a lot. Probably more than they should.
More
'Cause
than they should.
I think there are times where the public shouldn't know certain things.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the general public, because we're all shitheads to a certain degree and
Right.
kind of immature, or we're nefarious, where people are going to take it and
Use it to
they're
mass
they have
destruction.
anarchy type of thoughts
Right.
instead of being a libertarian. Anyway,
Do you think
so-
they're actually abiding by those? We just shouldn't
No.
tell them because of that, or they're just using it to continue to hold their power.
No, yeah, I don't.
No, yeah,
I think they're just doing it to hold their power
hold their power. Yeah.
right now. That will change.
I hate that as I get older. That's the camp that I start living in. When you start looking at all the mounting, like, can we just not be fucktards to each other?
I feel like we are in a weird, interesting change here. 2024 is going to be interesting. You know why? Because instead of so if anyone good that wanted to be a legit person
Mm-hmm.
that wants to be president can't, because they don't have multiple hundreds of millions of dollars to campaign.
Right.
You need backing. You need a lot of support. Well, now with the social media, any huge influencer, any big name YouTuber could potentially make a political run because
Right.
because marketing is such a expensive ploy for all these people. It's not anymore because of the internet and how it's
Oh, no,
more broad
it is
now.
still
It
because
still
of the
is.
fucking
It still
algorithms.
is.
Yeah.
But it's way easier for the little man to get out there
Mm-hmm.
and go viral and have millions of subscribers.
Right.
And then make a run at
Something.
something.
Yeah.
So we are now at a point where we're calling out all these politicians that should have been, what's the right word? When you get into politics, you should be for the people. But then you start rubbing shoulders with big CEO billionaires, and then they take you out on their yacht, and then you realize maybe I can be like this person. I'm going to take money from these people. So it's all about the money instead of the people. And we need to get back to. So why does a kindergarten teacher become a teacher? Not for the money, to give knowledge to our youth. It's you're almost a public servant at that point as a elementary school teacher.
Right. Yeah.
You're not in it for the money. You're in it to help the kids. And politicians should be the same. You're in it not for the money. You are in it for the greater good of the people. And that is now going to change because of social media, because of internet. We're all talking about it. It's all going to start to move
But has it?
in a positive direction.
You think it will?
I think so, yeah.
You think in 2024 it will?
Maybe not 2024.
Because
but-
it hasn't with
but I
the
think-
information that's come out against Biden.
I really
and what
hate to
he's
say
trying
it,
to
but
do.
I don't think we are we can't have another Democratic president.
Disclaimer, Mom, I am
say it.
playing devil's
sucks.
advocate on both sides.
Because the Biden administration is no one likes the Biden administration anymore. And then on top of that,
fucking driven this country into a shithole.
We're in the worst economy in a while.
He is,
Banks are failing,
yes.
and he's all talking about how he's like. You follow him on Twitter?
I don't follow his
He
Twitter.
just
I
keeps on
can't
rambling
stand
about
to
how
hear
cool
how
he
he
is.
talks. That's the honest, and this is what I tell anybody is, if you are in, it doesn't matter if you're in a political position, a popular position, or just you're a person that has influence. When you get in front of people, this would be me included, and you guys would be the
All of us, of course.
first people. If that ever became, all of a sudden Josh Bowen became like a popular household name, be like, that's a fucking idiot you're talking to. Like,
Yeah, you know it.
but there,
I would
there
hope
are
that you
things like
you use that power for the greater
right,
good
but
instead of
that's the thing is that-
piling money into your pockets.
I'm sorry, the chair keeps going down. But
But-
the thing is like, yes, there are things that he says. There are things that Trump said. There are things that Clinton said. There are things that Bush said. It's just like people are going to say moronic things when
course,
they're
we
up
all
there.
are stupid.
When
We're all
all of a
human.
sudden we get caught in a position or we get just caught off guard.
Yeah.
There are many times, like,
course.
Justin and I, we love to do this to each other. We'll catch each other off guard, and it's just like,
Yeah, buddy.
oh yeah, your face is red now. What are you doing? What are you doing? And
he'll totally
Especially
call
if you're
it.
in the limelight
we'll
all the time.
and it's
You're gonna
just
make
like,
mistakes. Like Biden
yeah.
falling off his bike. That's funny and it's a good meme, but he's human. Like you can't. Okay, he's a little old. We can have that conversation, but
Hey,
Not
again, he's still
a
human.
little old.
you guys want to know?
He does a lot of.
Yeah,
You guys
I
want to
know
know what I found happens with old age?
You're dumb.
well, you're not old.
But I think I'm getting there because I've noticed.
2023's
I've noticed.
nutritional. We have AG1. We have all these green athletic. We have all these supplements.
but
You not
hear
take?
me out. Hear me out.
40 is the new 30.
I
Come
feel
on.
like
Get out
feel
of
like I've been waking myself up with farts lately.
Oh my god. Well,
I remember
okay.
this story.
So what are you
Oh my
eating at
God,
night?
it's-
It's all about your diet. At that
Yeah,
point.
maybe I have to lay off the
late night fucking.
lactose. Maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
late night.
but I will
Late
notice
night
like
cereal.
normally I can feel it coming on and my body controls itself, but all of a sudden I'll be sleeping there and be super ultra quiet. And all of a sudden I hear, and I'll be like, what the fuck? I didn't even feel that. I didn't even feel it coming on.
What? You didn't feel it? You just heard it?
How do you not feel a
what
fart
the
coming on?
fuck?
I would say I didn't anticipate it. All of a sudden it just fucking came out. No, you know how sometimes you can feel the bubble?
You are old. Holy
That's
fuck.
what I'm
you
saying.
are getting old there.
That's what I'm saying.
You're 40 going on 70.
So all of a sudden, like, I don't even mean to fart, but all of a sudden it's just boop. It just
What?
fucking pops out. And I'm like, damn it. I didn't even feel it to where I could, like, restrict myself from farting. And it's most noticeable when I'm staying the night. I'll just say that.
if it's
And all of a sudden I'm
is
like,
it about
fuck.
pee too then? If you gotta kind of pee, will like a little bit trickle
No,
out? Like, ooh,
no,
I gotta
I can get up and go pee, but I mean, I guess most of the time, like if I feel a fart, I just let it go if I'm at home by myself. Maybe it's just me storing it up and I just sleeping and I don't pay attention. But a lot of times when I do actually hear myself farting, I wake myself up in the process. I'm like, oh fuck, that just happened.
How often does that happen where you wake yourself up?
With a fart, I would say 2 to 3 times a night, probably. Yes, that often.
That often?
Yes, that often.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
So I'm wondering if maybe it's old age. Maybe it's an old age thing.
I don't. Yeah. I don't. Oh, God, I don't even know where to go with that. Like, I don't know if I do that in my. I haven't. woken
Maybe you
myself up.
don't know because you don't. So I would say the thing about being with somebody new is you're very
conscious.
Oh fuck yes.
Yeah.
Especially of that versus somebody that you've been with for over a decade.
Okay. So social experiment is Becky has to come sleep in the same bed with you. Sam has to come sleep in the same
Yeah,
bed with
that'll
me.
work well.
Nothing will happen.
Yeah.
Just how gross am I
Yes.
when I sleep.
Oh,
Because
I guarantee.
I literally put the mask on.
I guarantee you would sleep with your butthole puckered tight the whole night. I promise it. I promise it.
Yeah.
And especially
Okay.
if the room is very quiet. Like a lot of people sleep with a fan and it drowns out noises.
You don't sleep with any white noise at all?
So that's the thing. I do. But when I started staying the night, all Sam has is a ceiling fan.
Oh.
So it's not that loud. But
Okay.
I brought a white noise machine to her house.
Okay.
So now we sleep with a white noise machine. But the first couple nights, I would sit there and like, stop. This is what it's
Collaborate and
like.
listen.
This is what it's like. Dead silence. And all of a sudden I'd be sleeping. I'll say her, and I'd be like, fuck, that happened.
You sure that wasn't Sam?
Oh, she's done it once.
Just fired in front of you
Oh,
finally?
no, she didn't know it,
She
but
was
she was
sleeping.
sleeping. And she
Oh,
had.
you're calling her out on the air?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One time, though. It did happen one time.
all right, Sam.
She
You're
swears,
human.
She
We're all
swears
human.
up and down it never happened, but I'm telling you, it did happen one time.
Of course it happens.
So
Every
But
human farts.
I
No
do.
way.
I am glad that we're past that hump of like, because man, when you first started hanging out with people,
A
like,
little awkward.
yeah, you don't want to fart around them. You don't know how they're gonna react, but you reach a certain point where you're like, fuck it, I need to live my life, and I'm not gonna sit here in pain forever.
Yeah.
So that's exactly what I did. And now all of a sudden I just walk around and like yesterday we were sitting on the couch and her daughter walked up to us and went, "Boop," and just farted right in front of our face. I'm like, hey, good, high five.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Hey, high five.
Yeah. I tell you what though, I am getting a hard dose of estrogen in my life now because I've been used to so many years of being around two boys.
It's probably a good thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't mind it.
You're
'cause
balanced.
I feel like I'm good at, letting kids like whatever they want to say, like it goes one ear and out the other.
Yeah.
So I don't know. 10 years ago, it might have been more difficult for me,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm just past that
Yeah.
point now.
I don't know if you're past your farting point. That's kind of fun.
No, giving a shit.
Yeah.
Oh, giving a shit about your
Oh, yeah.
farting.
No, I'm just talking like kids, girls being girls or boys being boys, like little kids is what I'm talking about. Like anywhere from 8 to 15 years old, where you've got kids at that age that just, brothers and sisters want to fight. My kids are just the same as her kids are.
Right.
And, when we were hanging out on Saturday, she saw a little bit of that with my boys, and, that's normal. That is fucking normal.
Yeah.
I'm sure at some point, Jeremy, your boys, they, you didn't have any kids and you saw them fighting. You're like, whoa, but then you're used to it now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Oh, they fight all the time.
yeah.
Oh,
They swear at each other.
yeah. Yeah, that's just what siblings do to each other. They're
Yeah.
fucking assholes. I did the same to my brothers.
Can we bring sushi
Oh,
on Memorial Day?
real quick.
Oh, poor
real quick.
LJ.
Before we call it a day, Sam had mentioned bringing her friend on to the podcast.
You know how that happened last time?
We did, and she knows because she's listened to it.
All right. Well,
So,
we can do it.
I said,
if
of course, we'll
you're
fucking
okay
do
with
it.
it.
Yeah, I'm good with it.
All right.
So,
Let's do it.
yeah.
Wait, her and her friend are going to come
Yep.
at the same time
Yep.
They're gonna come
and
at
talk
the same
shit
time.
about you?
They're gonna
Always.
come at the
Okay,
same
you
time.
fucking creepo.
Oh, yeah. You are creepo.
COME.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Not
They're gonna
C-U-M.
come.
Fucking
on the
liar.
episode.
Don't try and fucking piss down our back and tell us it's raining.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Why are you guys coming after me?
Oh God.
Oh.
He's doing it again. He's trying.
No, guys, seriously.
Shut up. Don't try to act more
I mean,
more
I would
adult
come
than you
after
actually
you.
are. We know the real Josh and know that he's not that adult.
No.
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 He says no. All right.
He's going to get in trouble here shortly, so
Yeah, I do have to go, guys.
I saw that here text.
Okay. All right. We'll call it a day.
We'll wrap it up.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess until next time.
Yeah. That's
Cool.
that's your cue.
That was fun.
I was hoping one of you guys would be.
Bye.
Bye.